want to talk about a parenting problem that is happening a lot, that I'm seeing a lot. And I'm kind of looking at this and I'm seeing these symptoms. And the symptoms have a lot of different things and they can be boiled down into like kind of two words. Tell me if you relate to these two words: scattered and stressed. Scattered and stressed. So, as parents, we feel scattered. There's where our attention is going in a bazillion different places, and we feel stressed. And a lot of moms talk to me about, like, I've got a stack of parenting books like this high. I've got a lot of information, but people are feeling scattered and stressed, and as a parent, don't know how to respond. And so this is the symptom, and the problem is that you're actually taking in too much information and not actually putting things into action. You're taking in too much information and not actually putting things into action. And this is part of what our society trains us to do. Like we're trained to be like good students, and we can learn these things and we can memorize the things in the book. We know how to book learn. But, I don't know about you, but who has learned how to swim from a book? Who's learned how to get better at tennis from a book? When you're scattered and stressed, that symptom, not knowing how to respond, a lot of that stems from taking in too much information, from having too many resources, and not actually putting things into action. Why aren't you putting things into action? Probably, most likely because you're all by yourself and you're just trying to do DIY, do it all by yourself. And so I'm guessing that if you're watching this, it's probably not your first dive into learning to become a better parent. And if you have failed to stay calm while you're trying to deal with your kids in the past, I just want to say, like, it's not your fault. Not only, like, I've talked in other videos all about the biology, right? Like, there's this whole biology component that makes it so that, like, when people say, like, just respond this way, it is impossible to implement. But also, there's a lot of stress and pressure out there. And sometimes conflicting parenting information can keep you from success. You don't have a clear method, you don't have personal guidance, and you don't have the community support to make it happen. So actually taking in too much information can leave us in this scattered and stressed place, right? Like too much information, conflicting information, and then you don't know how to respond. So I want to help you with this. I want to share with you the mindful parenting method. And the mindful parenting method, the acronym is clear, and I've got a free roadmap for you to dive into it. What are the exact steps that we take? But the mindful parenting method is to cut through the scattered and stressedness first. Like, that's one of the most important things, to like cut out all that information first. Just like that, the C in the clear method is calm reactivity. Calm reactivity through habits that steady the heart, that steady the mind, that steady the nervous system. And then we dive in deeper by understanding our triggers, understanding our personal story and our triggers, practicing self-compassion and taking care of our difficult feelings. So that's all in that C, calm step of the clear method. And then L, listen reflectively, creating that connection, which is the driver of good behavior, good relationships, all the good stuff you want. E, expressing yourself honestly and effectively. And most of us weren't taught this. So that E, expressing yourself, a lot of times in the membership, this is like learning a new language. We have to translate. We need practice. So we get together and we practice with that guidance and that community support. And then A, attend, be present. That's what our kids really, really need from us. They need us to be present. They need us to really be there. not be here physically, and then but my mind is worrying about 10 million things, and I'm planning what's next, and I'm all critical about myself, or I'm all critical about what you just did to your sister. Be really present. This is a practice and an art, and there are skills. And then R in clear is resolve. Resolve problems based on needs. Like that whole win-lose, authoritarian, or permissive stuff is just not so good and ends up with a lot of resentment ultimately in the long run. So I teach the mindful parenting method clear. And if you are scattered and you are stressed, chances are you are taking in too much information and you're not actually putting things into action. So I got links in the appropriate places for the free mindful parenting roadmap. It's at mindfulmamamentor.com/stop-yelling. You can get it there for free. If you can relate to this feeling of like the stack of books, feeling scattered and stressed, say yes in the chat. Like, let me know, and I want you to know that you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. I hope this has been helpful. I'm Hunter Clark-Fields, Mindful Mama Mentor, creator of Mindful Parenting, author of Raising Good Humans. Thank you so much, and I wish you a peaceful day. Namaste.